and welcome to BFS Wargaming. So today we have Fulgrim. Now, in my opinion, for the traitor Primarchs, Fulgrim and Angron are the most likely to return. So we will see if they do. I personally have an Emperors Children army, so I'd be pretty excited to see Fulgrim return. And I'm hoping that it's going to return with like a codex and some new Emperors Children models, and really take it in that Death Guard Thousand Suns route where you're getting sort of new things, new, you know, Sonic Dreadnoughts, just loads of stuff that's just for Emperor's Children, you know, very much like Death Guard. But we will see, we will see. Fulgrim's basically just on a pleasure planet, I think, just, you know, having a massive orgy, so that's why you haven't seen him yet. Once he finishes his orgy, he'll be down to kick off. So we have a big thanks to Ollie Pickett actually for doing this data sheet. He's worked with me for a lot of them, but he actually took the lead on this one. So yeah, I think it's really cool. So he has a movement of 16. He has like his tier table, so it goes 16, 14 down to 12. Then he has weapon skill, ballistic skill 2+. He has strength 7, toughness 7. And then his wounds, so he's got 18, 9 and 4. That's where his tier damage table changes. He has 6 attacks and he's only leadership 8. He's obviously not a great leader because it's all about himself. Okay, so he's a psyker. He can cast 2 and he can deny 2, and he knows 2 powers. He can fly because he has wings. He has a 3+ save and a 4+ invuln because, you know, he's got 18 wounds and he's T7. So we'll go into his weapon. So he's got the Blade of Lair. So it's strength +3, so it'd make it strength 10, -4, and straight 3 damage. And then wounds of a 5+ do 3 mortal wounds, and the attack sequence ends. So it's not in addition, it's just 3 mortal wounds, and then for that attack, you don't get to roll any, you don't get the 3 damage, you just get the straight 3 mortal wounds. So really nice. And then what he also gets is 3 additional attacks with his other swords, and that is strength user, so strength 7, -3 AP, 2 damage. So again, really nice, some extra attacks, help clear some hordes and that sort of thing. So yeah, really cool. Then he has Perfect Dualist, which is a really cool rule, which means units within 1 inch of him strike last. So very much like the Silent King, any unit within engagement range basically fight last after all other eligible units. Then we have Blade Parry. So Blade Parry means that you can only ever hit Fulgrim on a natural roll of 4, 5 or 6. So unmodified rolls of 1 to 3 do not wound him. So it's a bit like transhuman, but it's actually because he's so good with these swords, he's just like parrying blades, just parrying shots everywhere. So yeah, you have to really do well to get a wound through on him. So really cool rule there. Then we have Expected Perfection. So you can re-roll hit rolls in combat for Emperor's Children units within 6 inches. So not just core character, all Emperor's Children units, and because you know you're with Fulgrim and he expects perfection. So if you're not getting all your hits through, he is gonna be unhappy. You're gonna have words. Then we have Apocalyptic Muse. So he has a damage table for this. So on his damage table, if you're top, so 10 wounds or above, this goes off on a 4+. If you're 5 wounds and above, it goes off on 5+. 5 wounds to 9, it goes on 5+, and then 1 wound to 4, it goes off on a 6+. So non-Slaanesh units within 12 inches of Fulgrim at the start of the fight phase are affected on the number rolled on the table above. So as I said, depending on what damage tier Fulgrim's on, depends on what roll this goes off on. If affected, one model from that unit is overcome with sheer bliss and turns on his own unit, attacks with this model. So you attack with that model immediately. So the model chosen is by the player controlling Fulgrim, and then he targets his own unit. So yeah, really nasty. So you could end up like, I don't know, you've got a unit of obliterators or a unit of possessed, and then suddenly one of the possessed just turn on the others, or like say a unit of obliterators and one of them just beats one of them to death. So yeah, I think it's a really cool rule. When I read that, when Ollie sent it over, I just thought, wow, like that is such a good rule, and I just love it. I think it's so thematic and brilliant. So yeah, they are the rules for Fulgrim. I think we are going to see him soon. I hope so, and I hope GW look at this and take some ideas. But they probably won't, because they've probably already done all of these rules for all of these Primarchs, because I done it for fun, and they must love doing stuff like this, so I'm sure they've already done it. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe if you did, and we'll see you in the next one. Stay lucky.